Alright, I'm starting early because I'm literally just sitting here watching TikTok. Hello and happy Friday. It's Friday. It's only Friday. Oh my god. How you doing? I'm tired. I'm gonna put these on though, so I can enjoy the peace. Hello! How are you? Hello, MC. You finished watching the second Alliance... Endwalker Alliance raid from last Sunday since you couldn't make it. Oh my god, it was so fun. It was so fun. I thought the second one was a little bit easier though. This week was rough. How you doing? I was gonna ask how you're doing with like no internet out in the boonies. How's your hotspot? Has it like killed itself yet? Kashari! Thank you so much for 6 months, man! Hello, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate you. How you doing? Don't die? No promises. No promises. Dying is like part of the thing. They need you? I have chocolate covered strawberries. Hi, Prof! My Friday has been so busy, dude. We were so busy at work. I was like, it doesn't feel like a Friday. It felt like a Tuesday. It felt like a Tuesday. For real, I was like, I've been so over it. I've been so over it since like Monday afternoon. No, I know your work needs you. I was being dumb. No, I know your work needs you. I think my work needs me too. I mean, of course they can always find a replacement, but like, I feel like we do our jobs really efficiently and like I hope we're appreciated. They give me a paycheck, so that's all I fucking care about. You're glad it's Friday. It's been a mentally draining week for you, but you're doing all right. Glad to hear. You finished eating? Good. And now you're about to do Fall Guys dailies. Oh, have you gotten them yet? I thought you said you bought the pass. Does that mean you have all the skins? Yeah, no, work has been draining. We didn't even have too many crazies this week, I don't think. It was just... I don't know. I feel like I worked really hard this week. I worked really hard. My nails are not done. They are halfway done. No, not even. They have 2 coats on there. I need another 4 or 5. So, that's the state of my nails at the moment. Hello, Park. I also, like, fucked up my body just kind of aches. My body aches so bad. Between my elbows, and now my wrists have started, hurting a little bit. Like, this is, owie? It's like a little tender when I stretch. I don't know, I mean, that's probably just age. But it's very annoying because it'll happen when I'm at work and I'm not about this. Christmas is in 4 months. I'm so excited for Christmas. I'm so excited for Halloween. Pumpkin spice lattes have launched, my friends. For the fellow PSL lovers, pumpkin spice has dropped, and it's very exciting. I went to try to get some yesterday, but like I drove past 2 drive-thrus and the grocery store Starbucks, and they were all full. Like there was a line, like a really long line for at each of them, and I was like, I'm not about to wait here. I have to go back to work. It was lunchtime. Listen, Prof, it is a delicious beverage. It's only around once a year. Come on, you gotta taste it. But yeah, no, it's really good. I think I will get like the pumpkin cold brew, the pumpkin spice cold brew. It's less milky, more coffee. I don't know. Since I was already at the store, I wanted to just grab the coffee, or the latte, but I could not wait in line for another 20 minutes, bro. It's too sweet. Have you tried the pumpkin cold brew? It's just coffee, and they put like pumpkin like topping on top. Like it's less involved than the PSL. They have a few different ones, but I agree. A lot of their drinks are really sweet. But you can alter them. You can make changes. And most of the time it's fine. Who controls the spice? Are we in Dune? Because the spice must flow. The pumpkin spice must flow. Pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie is really good. I like pumpkin. I don't know. I like pumpkin. But I'm also a huge seasonal fan. Like, I like things that you can only have, like, a small time of the year. Because that's the fun, that's the novelty, you know? Like, I like the, you know, peppermint around Christmas time, and like really earthy, like smells and stuff around Christmas. And then like fall is like spicy and cinnamony, and it's a vibe. It's a vibe. You caved. You did! You know, I have to know, Blues, was it good? Would you recommend them? How was the spice level? I'm a sucker for spice. I'm a sucker. Favorite spice being like clove. I really love cloves, which is like unpopular opinion, I guess. Nobody really likes cloves. I love cloves. It's almost time to decorate Christmas tree. Hey, are you putting it up in October again? A puts his Christmas tree up. Like, legit puts his Christmas tree up. Like, we have a subscriber tree. He puts up his Christmas decorations. Oh, brother. He says, of course, like, it's as if it's normal. It gets really pricey. I agree, MC. I agree, it's really pricey. Cloves are good. They are. Like, I love spice cakes. A lot of people have never had a spice cake before. It's amazing. Mid-December? No. You guys, come on. The tree goes up, like, not this tree, but, like, the Christmas decorations go up the day after Thanksgiving. That's the rule. You started selling Christmas stuff at your local supermarket 4 weeks ago? Shut up, really? So early? That is actually kind of early. But now I'm trying to think. I think we have Halloween stuff at the grocery store. I don't think we have Christmas stuff. You gotta shop? Shop for what? I have to start my Christmas shopping. If I start now, I'll be done by Christmas. If I start later, I won't be. Usually I start sometime in October. Alright, Blues. I'm counting on you. It's chocolate pudding with strawberries in it, so it's kind of like chocolate covered strawberries. It's healthy. But yeah, I want to make some spice cookies. Spice cookies are good too. I really like gingerbread cookies, like homemade gingerbread is really delicious. Not the hard stuff that breaks your teeth, but like the really squishy, like fresh gingerbread is really good. Thank you, Kashari. I feel like lots of people haven't had it. It's definitely not super popular. They're navy blue. It looks kind of black, but like just like my top, it looks kind of black. They're navy blue. They do need a few more coats of paint. This is the rough paint job. You do like a rough job, and then you do like a really delicate job, and then you add the glitter, and then like 3 layers of top coat. It's a process. It takes a long time. It takes me over an hour usually to do my nails, but I try to put on a movie. You want a cooking stream? I don't think I would mind. I don't think I would mind to do a cooking stream. I think it would be fun. But, like, honestly, with the way my work has been the past few weeks, like, I have, like, 0 bandwidth to even think about stream. And it's really frustrating. Because, like, I want to, like, plan ahead. Like, I want to plan, you know, the next game. Are we going to do Final Fantasy VII? I guess. Like, it's the only one that's kind of been on my mind, besides, like, Nier Replicant. But I'm just, like, I haven't had any time to think about stream. And it's like, I kind of want to do like a subathon in November because it's going to be our 4-year Twitch anniversary. Stream is my life. I don't know about that, but like, I've had hardly any time to focus on it. You'd recommend it? Oh, I know, I've seen like some people play it, but I don't know the full story. But yeah, I'm like, what little time I've had after work, you know, obviously I try to exercise a little bit, and then I play a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV, but even that's been pretty minimal. Like, only, like, a couple hours, and just to relax. It's just to relax. Like, I've just been so exhausted. Like, during my lunch, I've literally just, like, come home and just knocked out. Usually I try to do some stream things at lunch, but every day I'm just, like, coming out and passing out on the couch. Tactics? Yeah. Eventually. Hi, Loop! A friend uses spice cake as a base for their carrot cake. Ah. You know, I don't know if I've had a really good carrot cake. I would like to try one. I would like to try a really good carrot cake. I have not really done Eureka, no. You haven't unlocked, we haven't actually done it. Same. I've never been in there. What time are you guys running? I think my FC's been in Bosnia for quite a bit. Doing what? I don't know. But they're also in there. I think Free was doing Bosnia today too. Hi, Astro! Good, kind of tired. But I'm getting some snacks in me, getting some caffeine in me. Hopefully we're going to hit the end of this game today. That is the plan. That is the plan. Maybe. 6 p.m. Monday is our normal start time. Oh, 6 p.m. my time. Oh, that's nice. How long do you guys usually go for, MC? Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. How long have I been working out? Have I been working out? Yeah, I work out every day. Today was leg day, and honestly, my legs are beat. Like, they are so tired. I was a little tired today, but the workout was fine. There was this girl who was doing squats next to me, and she was doing 200 pounds. Like, I think a little over 200 pounds. And I was just like, she'd repped it, too. She was doing amazing. I was like, oh my god, this is goals. Like, she was a beast. It was amazing. Oh, I have to lift that much weight, dude. 3 hours-ish? Okay, that's like a nice long run. Although, the event launches this weekend, and I might just be no-lifing it really hard for the next month, so... If I don't know about Eureka. I don't know about Eureka, because I might be in pandemonium. Which is what we're gonna do tomorrow! Hopefully. Yeah, if you missed the Discord message, I am gonna be a little late to stream tomorrow. Instead of 3 o'clock my time, I'm gonna aim for about 4:30. I do have a bridal shower in the morning, which I am going to. I'm going. You know when you leave a little bit of hard crust for your last bite of pumpkin pie? But I like that little bit of crust. I like the crust. Is it a satisfying crust? Yeah, 200 pounds. She was amazing. She was so amazing. And I'm over here with, like, baby weights, but no, it's okay. Everybody's journey's different, but it was definitely goals. Staying up late on a Monday of all things, but it's a good time. MC, I forget. Are you in East Coast time? You meant it as a good thing? Yeah, I like the crust. It's good, especially if you have like a nice like Oreo crust. Those are really good. I sound enthusiastic. Oh my gosh, I was telling my coworkers about this, and they're like, "Oh my god, like you are so antisocial." I'm like, listen, okay, listen. Like I'll go, and I'll have a fine time when I'm there. It's just like the thought of doing something, just is sometimes just kind of like, ugh. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know. Like I'll go, and it's not like I'm gonna be like sour sitting in the corner or anything. Like I will socialize. Hi, Smoke. But I'll just be. Up until I get there, I'm just like, ugh. Am I going to TwitchCon? No, the fuck am I gonna do at TwitchCon? I don't know. I don't talk to people. I'm like, are you going to TwitchCon? Are the tickets sold out? I don't know. You are East Coast? Okay, yeah. I remember Sirius too. The spice and the sweetness are too powerful. This will work out for you. I'm glad. That's best. You know, you eat it in moderation. It's not too overwhelming. Plus, you haven't had sugar in so long, Blues. You might be just like a rush. Get a booth and a panel. I can make my own booth? Like, why? Does someone want to ask me questions? Hi, Ritter. You used to have community night on Wednesdays. Oh, that's nice, too. I have no idea what my FC does. I'm the worst. I'm the worst member. Truly, I am. I should talk to them more often. They're so nice. Even streamers say it's boring. I mean, it's just like a place to like rub elbows, but like, I have zero interest in doing that. I don't know. Like, networking and stuff is fine, but like, I don't like doing it. Like, I'd rather just like hang out with people that I enjoy. Is it bigger? No, I don't think they're really that big, MC. I don't think they're that big, but they're very kind. I think I met them through Faye. Faye, you know, I trust his judgment. He's super chill. Hi, Hidden. What's up, my dude? You hate getting anywhere, but once you're there, you're okay. You just like to stay home. I'm glad you understand. Yeah, like, totally the same way. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll go. I just have to get up kind of early because I want to exercise a bit, and then I have to take a shower and do my hair and my makeup. And then I need to drive for like an hour to get there. Knights of the Round. Oh, that's cool. Knights of the Round is such a summon, though. I wonder if Knights of the Round are going to be in Final Fantasy VII Remake. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. Oh, my puppies are so out. They're tired, too. Friday vibes. Local streamer that you follow does IRL stuff from previous TwitchCons, didn't exactly sell you ongoing. Yeah, it just seems like a social gathering, and like, that's cool. Like, that's fine. But at least with like anime conventions and stuff, like people sell art and stuff. Well, I don't know if they sell anything at TwitchCons. I don't know. My puppies! You have them in 14. We have the Knights of the... Well, you mean Thordan? Was that Knights of the Round? Like, was that Thordan's group? Or how... Yeah, it has to be. Like, I don't think there was any other boss that had that many people in there. Go make dinner, chat with the family, come back for the animation to finish. If you double cast, you could actually, like, one-shot Sephiroth. COVID will be back in stock? Dude, people who went to, what was the other convention? The Final Fantasy convention? Like, I've heard a lot of people got COVID from there, too. Oh, Thordan was a homage. Ah. Still cool. Still long. I mean, Delta Attack in Final Fantasy X was pretty long, too. Like, comically long. But, yeah, you can double cast it. Yeah, in Final Fantasy VII, it is like the optional summon you can get, but it's like literally like a 5-minute cast animation. Like you could actually just leave your controller and walk away. Hi, Crowley! She was frustrated that the partner party +1 policy is only for other partners. What? Really? She really wanted her husband to be able to go in, but he's only an affiliate. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You could only take your other partners as your +1? What? I mean, from what I've heard of the partner lounge area, is that for the entire event or just for like the lounge area? I've heard the lounge area is pretty anticlimactic. How you doing, Eternal? It was a pain in the ass to get. I saved scummed for that. I saved some for that fucking, for the chocobo. That was whack. You don't have to be a partner to be able to go to TwitchCon, do you? No way. You don't have hours of time to watch, but you do have... Oh, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, thank you. Is that hype chat? I've never seen that before. I have no idea how you sent this to me, but I appreciate you so much. We'll hopefully be getting to the end of this game today. I'm like, is this fancy? Thank you. I'm having a snack. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Or maybe I have. You shocked I didn't beat it last week? Me too. Did I get distracted by something? I don't know. You like my new setup? Astro, what was the last house you saw? I moved a lot. But I think I've been here. It's gonna be 2 years now that I've been here. Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing hunts. Oh, did we finish the obelisks? Did I do them? I think I did. I finished them all, didn't I? Those are my favorite thing. I love those. I love those so much. Chocolate-covered strawberries is what I'm having. All right, should we actually change? I think we were at, like, the finale of the game where we're gonna, like, go charge Omega. Omega? Ultima. Somebody. Oh, no. There was a bad guy. It's the ugly bad guy. And we're gonna go after him. But... we were doing a round of, like, go talk to everybody before heading off into the sunset. I'm like, there's no more, I don't think. Like, I don't know how close we are to the end. I don't know if this is gonna take me 30 minutes or if it's gonna take me, like, 3 hours. So, okay, there's nothing to get here. 432. No, I'm not doing these. I know Siren is doing all of these quests, so if you'd like to see all of the side quests being done, Rogue of Light TV will be doing all of them. I will not be, because I don't have the attention span. 45 minutes? You think this is gonna take 45 minutes to be done? Oh my god, are you serious? I'm gonna feel so fucking stupid. What am I gonna do for the next 2 hours? It's only 1.5 minutes. It does feel like forever. It does. Community building. I think I could do that. I could stall. I didn't know we were at the end, like end. I thought Sasha said it was gonna be a couple hours. We could start 7. I don't have it downloaded yet. I haven't even bought it yet. But I was gonna buy it on the PlayStation. I don't know how long it's gonna take to download. MSQ. I don't know if I could start MSQ today. Because, you know, if people expect me to start it or do it tomorrow, I don't want them to feel left out. Remake. New Game Plus? Absolutely not. I mean, I guess we could do side quests. Can we just... Where am I going? Okay, we're off to a great start. Unlock Eureka. Are you gonna carry my ass in Eureka? I'm like, somebody has to carry me. I don't have the... I can't. I need to finish Bosnia first. We have a order of priority. We are doing Pandemonium. We're gonna unlock, ideally, we're gonna unlock the second and the third sets. However, I think we should be fine. Hi, Pinoy! I think we should be fine with unlocking all of it, because the reason last week was so slow with progress was because Free was walking to the end and we had to watch. So, if nobody else we know is walking to the end on Saturday, tomorrow, then we should be okay. But do remember, we are starting a little bit later because I have something to do in the afternoon or mid-morning. So, hopefully we have enough time. It should be fine, we just can't stall. No stalling. It's the only big thing in the game that you've neglected. I literally got the quest, walked onto the island and then left. You want to meet Bosnia before Eureka, so you want to downgrade? Why is it a downgrade? I like Bosnia. It's actually fun. I'm telling chat not to stall. I don't stall. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Ran. What you doing, nerd? Okay, so... Unrelated topic. But, like, I've been getting these TikToks of, like, Astarion. I don't know if that is how you say his name. Hi, Black Rabbit. But, like... Is this game, like, one big, like, thirst trap? Because, like, every TikTok I see of him, he's, like, trying to, like, somehow romancing the player, and I'm like, what is this game? Do I need to play this game? If you're only planning on doing P5 to P8, starting later shouldn't be bad. I would like to get all of it, but if not... What were we doing on Sunday? Because I know Sunday, doing the Rising and starting the Tome grind is probably going to take a minute. Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate? I don't know. The game is particularly horny. Oh my! Is it? I don't really know. Well, I know some D&D players like here, but not really personally. Are we doing Fall Guys? No. I'm like, would you want to do Fall Guys with me? I've never played Fall Guys before. Okay, so I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know bards being horny was a thing. I don't know how this went over my head. Up until I started watching some TikToks. Oh, Clive, shut up. I started watching some TikToks and they, like, you know, it's the paladin being noble and the wizard taking damage just by getting looked at, and then the bard is always, like, on top of something. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, what is going on? Eureka is worse Bosnia. Ah, okay, I can agree there. Maybe. Like I said, I haven't gotten far. You just die every round? That's the thing. Like, I don't, like, I know that I don't have a lot of coordination, so that I will die. That's fine. That's fine. I know I suck at coordinated games. But, like, if I'm getting constantly, like, griefed by everybody else, it's gonna get really annoying really quickly. Like, really annoying. You unlocked Ellie's Ace Pants. Steady progress towards the dragon. Oh, I'm so excited. Take a picture when you get it. I'd love to see it. I didn't know you had to get each piece one by one. How many pieces is it total? Just visit Ul'dah and Balmog. I've never been to Balmog. Should we go? Should I go? I would love to go, but I'm afraid I'm going to be very uncomfortable. You're probably not going to play Baldur's Gate, but based on everything you've heard from people, it's likely the lead contender. Oh, you think so? I think it having so much, like, customization, it has been... I mean, the customization and everything looks realistic. Like, all of the little cutscenes and stuff that I've seen as someone who doesn't play, like, it looks phenomenal. Balmog is fun. Game of the year is going to be Tears of the Kingdom. Which is like, I guess. I've never played either of the Breath of the Wilds, or whatever the newer one is, the Tears. But like, is it that revolutionary? Do you think it... I mean, what is an award? You can give yourself an award. You think it's gonna happen? Does that bother you? I'm like, I think there's better games. Your 14 brain comes into play with Fall Guys. You have the urge to press triangle to jump. Can you change the keys? People are conveniently forgetting how bad Baldur's Gate is in Act 3. What happens in Act 3? Without, like, I guess spoiling the story for people who haven't played it yet. Is it like the combat is clunky? It doesn't flow as well? 16? I don't know if 16 is gonna contend. Like, 16 is beautiful, but I feel like it had a lot of shortcomings. Oh, it's buggy. Okay. You can spend $7 for the battle pass, which has levels, and each one unlocks something. Can you just buy them all outright? Do you have to pay the $7 and earn everything? That's kind of a lot. Oh, it just... what, that many bugs? I thought a patch was coming up. You can buy them outright. How much is it to buy it outright? I would just do that. I'm lazy as fuck. I'm like, if there is a purchase option, I will use the purchase option. Like, I know Quan was also grinding them. $15? Totally worth it. Totally worth it. I would not grind this out. 15 bucks is like not a big deal. For a limited edition thing. The point is, how do you give a game a 90+ score if it isn't finished? Valid. Valid. I forget Disney. I mean, I don't know much about Nintendo games, but like, is Tears of the Kingdom buggy? Besides, I think the issue of running at like 30 FPS or something. Like, is it bad? I don't know how they rated though. I haven't paid attention. A missed opportunity for it to be $14. That would be cute, but no, money's money. Well, when do we get the 14 side of things? I hope you don't mind, I'm snacking. You just don't want it to win? You're so salty! Like, these are like can I say self-imposed? Like, they're just giving themselves awards. Like, I could just make up an award show and give myself the best award. Doesn't mean anything. Like, who's the governing body? We've talked about this before. December? Okay. Exactly, Reap. Who's Jeff? You checked your Buzzy rank, you would need to grind from 12 to 16. 12 to 16 to continue the story, and then you said the raid is at 25? Do I need to get to 25? Are you trying to give me another project to do? Because you know that's been on my back burner. Thank you, Prof. I promise we'll press a button soon. Hey, Ren, have you played it? Have you played Baldur's Gate? For the best supported game, it's either going to be 14, Destiny 2, or No Man's Sky. You know, I've only played Destiny briefly, and it was fine when I did play it. I'm not really good at PvP. It gives more metal and the lost raid is at 25. Okay, but we can't do this now, because if, like, you're gonna have to divide my attention. Like, how can I grind for Moogle tomes if I'm in Bosnia? I don't have enough time for this. I might need to wait. I might need to wait until I finish getting everything I need from the Moogle tomes. Because I do want to do it. I do want to finish Bosnia. At least for the sake of the story. And I want the damn raid! I really want the raid. Street Fighter 6? Lies of P. Is Lies of P out? I thought it was just the demo. You would have to grind some. I have such a checklist of things to do. It's like, I log in, You gotta do at least 2 dailies. I try to do both the leveling and the leveling 50+. At least I try to do those two. And then maybe some tribals if there's time. I haven't done tribals in like 3-4 days. Cooking, depending on if stuff I want is like decently cheap on the market board. I was working on some glam, which is also a hot mess. I don't know. You come and play video games? What do you mean? I don't just come home and sit at my computer for 4 hours. Like, I have dogs. I have, like, to work out and take a shower. You don't look this hot without effort, you know, I'm just saying. The closest you got to Destiny was the beta test? That was, like, an eternity ago. You finished the Sylph Tribals? Nice. That was something. Sit for 4 hours after the dog and errands. I sit for about 2, maybe 3 at most, but like it's hard for me to kind of sit consistently at my desk. So it's like I'll do a dungeon and I'll get up and go do something else, like the dishes, and I'll come sit and I'll do a dungeon and then I'll go and like walk the dogs. Like it's not consistent. You got max rank with the Akasadora. Ooh, now you're max rank with all the tribes except for the ones with crafting and gathering. That's gonna be me at some point too, MC. You got this. Yeah, so it's like, if I ignore your message, I don't mean to ignore your message. I just don't sit at my desk. Destiny's equivalent of Endwalker wrapping up the big story is coming out in February, so at least you're sticking with it until then. I don't remember much of the Destiny story. Is each expansion in kind of similar where they just build on this universe? Because I maybe have done one. Like the only person I remember is Cade. Cade with the gun. He was cool as fuck, but the only thing I remember is him. And because I liked his VA. Is it an elephant? Yeah, I know they killed him off relatively early, but I don't know if that was a next pack or if that was a base game. Hayden, shut up. But he is like iconic. The Ace of Spades is iconic. He's back? I don't know what this means. I don't know anything about this game. Truly. The Ace of Spades is a weapon? Not a person. Because magic. Alright, alright. But was that in an expansion? Could you tell me that much at least, out of curiosity? You can't bring logic in here, okay? You're in space and there's aliens, like... Pfft. It builds on the ongoing story. In theory, the seasonal story contributes as well, but that's hit or miss. But the seasonals are like every few months. That's so often. They're putting him all over the promo art. I mean, that would be enough to drive me in. He was cool. As someone who doesn't even know about the game, I thought he was so cool. Nathan Fillion's returning? Oh, I love him. I really do. I feel like he just truly enjoys being like this space pirate. And it suits him. It suits him. This is just his thing. Which, I love it. I love it. It's fun. That's awesome, man. It's too grindy for you? It's the same reason you didn't get Diablo 4. Do you need to grind in Destiny? I truly don't know enough about this game. Because I know there's like eye level and gear slots and stuff too, but I don't know how the story progression works. Lance Riddick, yes. Zavala, I remember him. They're not going to like send off the character into the sunset. They're just gonna have somebody else fill in. That's so sad. Why did they cancel Firefly? Because Fox. No, Firefly was good. I need to rewatch it. If it's on some kind of streaming thing, I will sit and watch all of them again. It was good. Like I can probably still sing like all of the opening song. It was I never skipped it. And I'm like a notorious opening theme skipper and I did not skip it. Cuz it sucked. What do you mean it sucked? No, it was good. He died in Forsaken. We've had Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and Lightfall. That's a lot. That's a lot of story. Can you only play MSQ? I asked this. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of interested. Maybe I need another MMO in my life. Maybe I need another grindy game to consume all of my thoughts. That's what it is. That guy we raided recently, Aki and Fam, we raided him when we were playing 14, because I believe he was at sort of the end of one of the expansions. He plays Destiny as well. Negative, Sasha. No, nope. You just sit right down. The Orville? What is the Orville? I don't think I've heard of this. You have the Blu-ray. Lucky. Disgaea? I don't know what this is. Absolutely not, Sasha. You're gonna need a second PC for all those spreadsheets? Tell me about it. But do you want to see, like, I've been working on my spreadsheets. Like, my eye level spreadsheet is, like, so pretty now. Thank you, Cookie. I appreciate that. It was really hot and I couldn't see. But the pictures came out good. I had my mom and my sister. We went to... Where did we go? Like a local school, like a college. And we were like, okay, this looks like industrial enough. It was great. I'm not stalling. This is community building. Shush. You can hit that level in an hour? That's stupid, Sasha. Seth MacFarlane of Star Trek has mild comedy elements. Clive, shut up! Incredible show if you're into that. I've never really watched many of his shows. I've not really been into them. I don't know. I feel like sometimes the jokes kind of went over my head. Downtown LA. Yeah, but downtown LA would have been too much of a hassle. Truly. It would have been too much of a hassle. Plus, like, I don't know. I don't want to get stared at. You found a mistake? Did I type something wrong? I do that all the time and nobody tells me. This is stalling. Fizy doesn't want to finish the game in an hour. I thought you told me that this is going to take 2 or 3 hours. It should say X. Oh my god. That's so goofy. I still type twitter.com. I'm just saying. Your spreadsheets for 14 are notes in the notepad files. Full spreadsheets would likely overwhelm you. It helps me keep track of things. I can understand it being overwhelming though, but I feel like organization helps my brain. LA traffic has worse traffic than New York. Oh really? That's bold. I don't know. If I was in New York, I wouldn't drive a vehicle. It's probably easier to get around public transit. If you go and do all of the side quests, I'm not. I don't have the attention span to do all of the side quests. But like, I could go buy Final Fantasy VII Remake and just we could start that adventure today. But we'll be fine. It'll be easy. This will be fine. We'll do a couple of talking things. As long as Torgal makes it to the end.
Come
Houston?
to wish on a star.
No way.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
I'm going alone?
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Why is he so awkward? Like, bro, you can hug your girlfriend. It's okay. He said, please let it end. What do you mean?
It's almost time.
It's boys only? What do you mean it's boys only?
Anything.
That sounds boring. Make for Origin. Do I have to teleport there? Like, actually? Another side quest. No. Sex speech was weird. I'm like, okay, we don't need to talk about it, but like, you know, stuff happened. Even though Clive is probably one of the most awkward dudes I've ever seen. She hasn't subscribed to the hug service. Oh my god. That would be so silly. I'm sure that exists somewhere. Cookie fanatic, I gotta ask you though. What's your favorite cookie? 80 gigabytes? I don't know how big my storage is. You should be able to have a few games on there, no? How long would that take to download?
Oh, while you're at it.
Dion, the best boy in the game, dude.
Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this.
Am I gonna cry today?
Well, behave yourself, Mitt.
We'll see.
Ooh, lemon. Good choice. You don't think I'm gonna cry? Oh, it's a mixed bag. Okay, okay. I love Dion. Like, I think his character has been so much more fun to watch than Clive or Joshua.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
Gav would be a great Sid.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Oh, my boy.
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have regular
Well,
Spectrum
there's
internet.
nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before. So just you do what needs doing. Yeah, and don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
If that is all?
Not quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
That's a good puppy.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours.
This music seems a little patriotic.
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
No.
I know. I love you too.
That sexual tension
Now.
for like the whole game.
We have a god to kill.
You guys are mean, shut up. It's very Final Fantasy of them to just run off and don't look back. He didn't. You're so fucking weird. I got a little teary. I didn't cry. Shut up. Oh man, I love Prelude so much. Origin. We're not crying yet? Oh no. That's a big fucking crystal, dude. Oh my god.
Here they come. Hold on, Joshua. Already am.
So, this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Where it all began. Where it all begins. Our ark. Your architect.
There you are.
It was here that we slumbered. Here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
You know, it would be a huge plot twist if the bad guy actually won. And everybody died.
Well, there's
I'd be
three of us
surprised.
and one of him. Let's make it count.
I know, right? I would love a huge plot twist and then the bad guy wins and then everybody's just like surprised. But, you know, good guys gotta win and shit. I get it, I get it. Says who? Everybody.
We will show you what
Me
it
too,
means to
Lebron.
suffer.
feel like the bad guys never win. But then again, we're never really rooting for them. You want to be the bad guy, Brock. They don't have to win, they just have a tendency of winning. Anti-hero? Hell yeah. I love Taylor Swift. I was listening to both of her albums, 2 of her albums, the past few days. Am I supposed to be pressing buttons? I'm getting my ass beat, and I feel like it's not even doing anything. Yeah, I'm like, nothing's happening, and he's so much help. How you doing? My favorite albums from her are Folklore and Evermore. They got me through some tough times. I love them. It is very, like, autumnal. I get autumn vibes from those albums. So it's fun to listen to. Good songs. We're getting beat up, guys. Come on. Yeah, you can't set it because it's back to school time. I like it because the weather cools off a bit. Are they? Is that what we call losing? Because it looks like we're losing.
Move aside, Phoenix! You will answer for what you've done!
Oh yeah, but winter or autumn for me is like 65 degrees, not 40. So it's like, it's cute, you wear the little sweater, you have your little latte, it's adorable. Well yeah, because I'm not accustomed to actual cold weather. Yeah, no, I understand that it's different in other places, but like, you know, the temperature that it usually is outside is like 70, like 20 degrees is I can't fathom. No, if we have rain on Halloween, it's a pretty big deal. That was so dramatic. Did I lose? I'm like, I didn't even do anything. What do you mean? I managed to scruff his shield. I mean, yeah, we really didn't do anything there, but alright.
And you only surrendered. This unpleasantness could have been avoided.
Dude. Dion's gonna die. He is...
Go! Save your brother!
Like, Dion was never gonna make it back. That much I knew. And I'm still sad about it. His character didn't deserve all of the abuse he had.
I ask not for acceptance. Only forgiveness! Now, Father, it is done.
Like, the fact that he could channel that much of Bahamut at all after giving it to Clive was, like, phenomenal. He didn't deserve it.
Clive! Clive! No.
Hello, Genji! Hello! I'm pausing so you don't see what's going on. Hello, my friend! How are you doing? What were you playing today? You already... Okay, I'm like, I didn't know if you were done yet. Nice! Where are you at now? How are you liking WoW? Please tell me. Friends, if you don't know Genji, plays 14, played 16. Oh, that's right, you returned the PlayStation. I remember we talked about that. And then was also playing WoW? I don't know if he's gone back yet. Oh my goodness. 4.2. What happens in 4.2? Oh my goodness. You met Mr. Nice Guy. Which one is Mr. Nice Guy? You knew he was evil? You met Asahi. Ooh, did you? Did you know he was bad? The first thing I said when I saw him was, I don't like him. I got a vibe. I'm glad you got it too. Oh man. Right? He's, I don't know, something about his haircut and shit. Like, you knew he was a bad guy. He has the most punchable face. I mean, the bowl cut might be able to be pulled off, man, but... Yeah. That family, yeah, for reals though. For reals, they have a lot of trauma. It was chaotic. But I'm glad you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over. We're at like the climax of the game. We're taking on Ultima. So if you came in here with the raid and you have not seen the end of 16, spoilers ahead. Thank you. I hope not to cry. I got a little teary already. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We don't want to ruin anybody's experience. But yes, relax. Go grab some food. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like moderately panicked.
Joshua.
I mean, you could have just, you know, worked that up a little bit.
Thank the Founder.
And we're just sitting and having a chat now.
Did I mention you look terrible?
You should talk.
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
And Dion.
Dion's gone, man.
Take my hand.
No, I told you, I'll be...
Dude, he's not gonna make it. He's been dying for half of the game.
Come on.
Thank you.
Press on.
Always.
I think so too. He started off dead, got better, now he's dying again. This, you know, you're not wrong. He was like mostly dead and vanished.
I'm sorry about Dion.
I'm sorry
Don't
about
be.
Dion too.
Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same.
Alright, predictions? Is Clive gonna die? No, I don't think so. Is Josh gonna die? Yes, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Should we stop?
No, because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
I suppose we are.
You get tired between fireballs?
That light, so cold.
I don't remember it at all.
So
Hi,
empty.
Zig. How
We're
you doing?
close, aren't we?
It
Like, did we play Josh?
seems
When?
that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home.
I do think Yote kind of had a thing for Josh. Small. Dion coming back? I fucking wish, dude. I want that boy to have a happy, like, conclusion. Like, Clive gets to be happy, I'm sure. Ah, yes, 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 I remember. Ooh, the organs. That's when you know shit's about to get dramatic.
Clive.
They can't be.
But they are. This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber.
Is your kin the Aeons?
Together, we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation.
Yeah.
You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
I don't understand. Can someone tell me what's going on? I have to fight all of them.
Oh no.
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal. that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
I don't think the game should expect anything. Many of the savior myths of the Vastian tradition speak of the rays and ascension of the faithful to paradise. Assuming these myths have their roots in the teachings of the Circle of Malleus, one might assume that this feat is one and the same with the spell that Ultima requires his vessels to cast, though Ultima's rays will not only save his faithful, only revive his own race and usher them, and them alone, to the remade world. So his friends all sacrifice themselves to be crystals to suck the life out of this planet to fuel this mega crystal so then they can all come back? Am I getting this correct? Am I like completely off base?
You meant for us to destroy the mother crystals.
Yeah.
It's what you wanted all along.
Yeah.
You have our gratitude, Mythos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
So Clive is one of them. He just didn't know. Or maybe it's Josh.
Joshua.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Jesus Christ.
Joshua! No!
And now we can become one.
So all the other ones were all of the other primals. You know which word I'm looking for. Whatever they're called in this game.
Clive.
Don't speak.
The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit. And the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
I don't care. Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance.
In vain.
In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream, of creating a better world for us. Faith faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us. Joshua! Don't do it, you're... Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the wound does not take me, the curse will.
If Josh wasn't his brother and instead was like a romantic interest, I feel like this would have flowed a lot better.
I have always been proud to call you my shield. But now, it is the world that needs you. Thank you, Clive, for being my brother.
Tragic.
Look at me. Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Damien! Why did you do this? Joshua.
Hi, Jungle.
Joshua!
It is tragic. Like their relationship was like they adored each other. Truly, they did.
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains.
You have white hair. That's new.
To empty the vessel.
You look less creepy now. Exactly, right? That was very thoughtful. No, I wouldn't go that far. It's just, interesting. I gotta say, though, Square Enix really does make it kind of complicated. Like, the game... never mind.
You're still here. With me. To the end.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
All right, let's go.
As we always have. And always will.
We're gonna fight him with a sword. There we go. Like, I think we're gonna need a bit more firepower.
My sword, I swear. To shields the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Okay, I guess we're doing this now. I don't remember how to play. This is the first boss fight I've had, any kind of enemy I've fought, since last week. I feel like this is gonna be like a 5-phase fight or something.
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation, only to find it profaned, and so it must be cleansed. Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because it's not so easily broken.
But it can be broken. And I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Try it.
Oh no, actually. Let's get out of the circle. Okay, maybe not that slow. I don't have enough potions! You think you would? Ow, ow.
Nice try.
Ooh, Clive. Ooh. Alright, phase 2.
Why? What latent force feeds these flames? I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become free? No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us. I created you, all of you. And what is mine is mine to destroy.
Fabulous.
Perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one! his master.
Ultima Risen, huh? I think I'm losing. My aim is so trash. Listen, Linda. It's fine. I hit him, didn't I? Kind of. Ow. I got hit 3 times out of... Shut up! Slow and steady. Slow and steady. As long as I just aim in a straight line, how hard can that be, right? There you go! Top tier. How do I dodge? Hello?
Enough! With fire shall fire be repaid.
What is dodging? Ow, dude! I'm trying. I'm gonna get fucking DPS checked right now. Exactly, Bob. Thank you. Ow! It's like, it's hard to judge depth when you're in space. My depth perception is like, unlocking purgatory. I need to move, homie! This is not moving. This is not it. I hope this is not the 30-second timer. I hope it's not a timer. I'm going to lose. It is? Oh, I got 30 seconds to fuck him up? Okay.
Your flames might consume mine.
That was bad. I have light speed? Is that R1? Because I kept pressing it and I was like, I don't know if I was closing the gap at all. I know. Does it look really bad on your end? There's a lot of theatrics. Like, it looks okay on my stream screen, but it might be potato. I mean, I gotta tell you though, I'm like at max bitrate for output. Bummer. I'm sorry about that. No, I would say the graphics and stuff, visuals are stunning. It's stunning.
No. 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 My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. And so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
Mythos, Logos. Oh. Alright, round 3? 4? Really? I kind of knew he was going to die, though. It was not a surprise. I don't know. I was more sad about Dion than I was of Josh, truly. This is also true, Sasha. But I think my spacing of scheduling has worked for me, though. Oh, I knew both of them were gonna die. I did.
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete.
Okay,
and
what?
you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Phase.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. But we have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong.
Alright, Ultima Quadruple. Ultimalius. Oh my god. There's only so many Ultimas you can have Ultima. I liked his last form. I think his last form looked cooler. He looks like he's got too much armor on now. Okay, now his health is going down at what I think is an appropriate rate for a final boss. You just say my will be done. Give me a fucking break. Dude, for real though? That was how I also saved my documents and things. Like final V1, final V2. What do you mean, Ook? How else are you supposed to do it? Does this save in phases? I wonder. Oh! Don't you tighten me, you bitch! I mean, I might die. He's using all of them now. All of the Aeons. Alright, Garuda versus Garuda. Let's fucking go. That mid? That sounded kind of like mid.
It is not yours to
Odin. Ooh, I'm getting my ass beat. I wanted to get some of my health back. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's my boy!
Is that our dad? Oh, it was Uncle.
I'm feeling.
Together!
No, Jill.
Darkness. Unending.
That's Odin. Oh, snap.
Onward, my son. No, mine is the altar at which you pray.
I like the duochrome. The duochrome looks cool.
And yet still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same. No man might stand beside me. Witness my creation.
Ow, get up, move. I apologize if you can't see any of this, there's just lots of explosions happening. And apparently every single one of my ultimates is going off right now.
When all hope is burned away, naught will remain but ash.
Can I dodge this, bro? Oh, maybe I can. Oh! The fuck? Alright, that wasn't bad. There is so much happening. I actually might die. Oh no. Yeah, I'm working on it. My hands are so sweaty. I know, I'm sorry. You can't see anything, neither can I, honestly.
Nice try.
I know. I honestly wish the Twister wasn't like a dark gray. Like, it hides half of the screen. If you're like trying to fight anywhere near it, you can't. Exactly, sure. We have to do our victory lap after this, where Jill and I get married.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher. I do not need you or anyone.
Well.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
Alright. Oh my god. How are you now?
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness. I said, it's over.
Oh, I'm still playing the game. I put the controller down. Like, it's fine. It's fine. That was pretty ridiculous. We gotta do our victory lap. Come on. We beat God. Who really was just a large alien. Tell me that was his final form. Was that? I hope there's not another one. Give me a break. Thank you. That went well.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world?
Imagine
now
being
that you
so
have
buff
gained
that your head doesn't touch the
precious
floor.
Freedom.
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up.
I love Prelude so much.
We see the horizon.
Prelude
Ever
makes
out
me
of
want to
reach,
cry.
and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
Oh, shut up. You just sound like a sore loser. I know, right? He just sounds so grumpy. Unfortunate.
Flawless victory.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know. He might come back. He might. I don't know. Who knows? We could. I don't know. Come up with some nonsense to bring him back. Aliens. You gotta carry him out. You can't leave him in here. Oh my god, his first haircut was so bad. His best haircut was like his 20s haircut. Yes. Yes. It was the best haircut, what can I say? Like, this is not it. But he was a teenager, it's allowed. You're supposed to have a bad haircut as a teenager, it's like part of the rules. Oh. know if you can bring back the dead, my dude. Oh?
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along.
He said, oh.
For while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right.
You're gonna blow up the crystal, obviously.
And see Ultima's legacy. Bearers, dominance, crystals, magic.
Take it all out. Mm-hmm.
Consigned to the flames. Even if it means the end of me.
I don't think they're gonna kill off Clive. I would be very surprised.
These are our terms.
Oh, look, it's the moon. We did say that we'd look at it with Jill. Are we not going back? I don't know, man. Alright, Clive, wake up. Yeah, like, look at the sand. Like, graphically, it's incredible. Beautiful. This isn't Amanda, is it? Is it her? This woman, I swear to God. Ah. The curse is taking us now.
Can you see it too?
Shut up. They did not kill Clive. No, they didn't. They did not. They did not. Clive, come on. Walk it off, dude. Get up. Is he gonna tell Taya he likes her? I swear. He gave the best. He would make the perfect Sid.
Aren't you the most beautiful thing?
Oh, I forgot about the pregnant woman.
Let me see, let me see. Oh, read little one. Got a smile for your Uncle Gav.
Not so loud, you burp.
What? I was only...
Shh, you're scaring him. It's all right.
Oh.
A sky of scattered tears, 1,000 years apart. Should they fade, I will not be afraid of the dark.
If you need a rest, I can take him.
I'll do to that.
The world's yours now. Yours to do with as you please. That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted.
I can't believe they killed him! What do you mean? I knew Josh was gonna die. I didn't think they would kill Clive. What do you mean? We were supposed to do a victory lap. Give me a fucking break. Oh, I can't with the dog. Stop it. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's just I didn't expect them to. Yeah, I thought.
Did our journey end?
There we go. Wah! That's not it. I don't need a screenshot. Get out of here. Get out of here. What is? I know.
Oh. Every time.
Will you light it?
Yes, Mother.
Is he gonna use flint? Ah.
Come on. If only I had the flames of an icon.
Icon? Have you been reading that silly story again? Magic belongs in fairy tales, and fairy tales don't boil kettles.
Wow, that much time has passed, huh?
Well done. Now, be a good lad, and play with your brother until supper.
Come on, hurry, hurry!
That's a doggy.
Right.
Hello! So cute. Don't give me prelude. Stop, it's cheating!
Right, let's play the Saint in the Secretary. No, I don't want to be Madu. What do you want to play then? War of the Icons! Again?
Ah.
Right. And I get to be Ifrit. Why? I'm the older brother. Because Bahamut says so.
But where one journey ends. Huh? It's a new game plus. I thought, yeah, I kind of was like, I thought that this is just set so far into the future that it's just like a story now. Oh my goodness! We beat the game. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about them killing off Clive. I know, that was a new record. One that it was just a fairy tale. It was a fairy tale all along. What do you think, Cade? What do you think? Hardcore? No. See, when he healed him like that, I was like, maybe? But I think it would have been kind of frustrating if after all of that he brought Josh back like it was nothing. Like if it was that easy. No. You think Josh is that you think that Clive made it through? I know they showed him on the beach, but mostly dead is not dead. He could have just like retreated into obscurity, but he did love Jill. I don't know. Would you leave your woman? Was that worth leaving your woman? The ideal physical, not the soul. Yes. Clive is super Ted. The curse took him fast. I did see the hand, but... So I'm curious, well, how long the curse was there. Hang on, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hang on, I've been holding this for like an hour. Give me a second. Oh, no tears. Leviathan? What about Leviathan? We didn't see Leviathan, did we? Oh. The Phoenix can't bring people back from the dead, but before you heard the story theory, you just assumed Clive being supercharged on Ultima's juice could undo that. I think him being charged on Ultima's juice is what killed him. Assuming he's dead. Odds are, using Ultima's power, he remade the world and everyone in it. Remade? You think he would remake the entire world? I don't know if he would do that. I thought he would just let it be and then the world just kind of fixes itself. Oh my god, that would be so funny. You know, that could be canon. If we have a 16 and 14 crossover, they could just have him show up on the shores of Yolmor, and then we'll just have like a whole nother party. Oh my god, that would be so cool. The world would have ended. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that he remade the whole world. Like, that everybody he would have known, like, the whole purpose would have been for nothing. Because the whole point was that everybody has the will to do whatever. Erasing them all and starting over just kind of defeats the purpose of life, no? I think during the first week of this game being out, there was already, like, a Clive Rosfield in the game. Well, in Final Fantasy XIV, I mean. All the dominants will be part of a J-pop group and change outfits. Oh my god, 10-2 was so bad. I don't even want to talk about it. It could happen though. He remade it with the same people and removed the magic. But if the crystals are gone, wouldn't the blight be just stopped and that now the magic is just gone? See, I never played 15, so I don't know anything about Noctis. The blight doesn't vanish. I know it wouldn't vanish, but it wouldn't keep progressing. Like, whatever was left would still be left. There you go, Genji. Basically all of 14 at this point. Hi, Pops. How you doing? I hope you're well. How do I feel about 16? So, there's a lot about 16 I liked, but there's also quite a bit I did not like. I think playing it once a week and progressing kind of at that pace, for me, was the best. Graphically, beautiful. Music, beautiful. I love the cinematic stuff. Although I think on the receiving end of a stream, you probably didn't get as high quality, which, what can you do? Like, it was beautiful, though. It was beautiful for me on my end. The side questing, not super fabulous. The pacing was a bit off. I think some of the stuff was, like, overly wordy. Like, it doesn't need to be, like, sprinkled with vocab words, you know? I'm like, just get to the point. You're losing me. But, like, they're pretty minimal, it's pretty minimal gripes. If it wasn't so bleak. I mean, Final Fantasy is, like, notorious for being a sad game. Like, they're all sad games. Like, none of them end happily ever after. Like, well, depends how you look at it, but it's really... They're supposed to be there to feel for the side characters, who are remarkably deep. It's not that I don't think they're deep, but I kind of just got bored with doing them. Like, they were overly wordy, and they were mostly just fetch quests, and I got bored. You gave it like an 8? Mm-hmm. You only played 9, 14, and 16? Mm-hmm. Some side quests are kind of good. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about the side quests, but I just didn't want to do them all because I was doing them. I was doing all of the side quests up until the point that I got like 15 of them at once, and I did not want to do them at that point because I was like, this is just, it's all going to be side quests, and I'm not interested enough. Like, I wanted to progress the story. For a team that's not made an action game before. Mm-hmm. Save the whole planet, that is a happy ending. I guess, yes, objectively, if you, like, step back, it was a happy ending. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a pretty minimal gripe, and it was mostly with the side quests. Like, I enjoyed the combat, because I played it on easy, and for me, that was challenging enough. I was not there for combat challenges. We did do the obelisks, though. I thought that was really fun. I thought the hunts were really fun. Yeah, I think for my skill level, it was totally fine. If I had to give it a number rating, with 10 being like a flawless game and 1 being absolute garbage, I think I would probably land at like a 7. I would land at like a 7. Yeah, I think a 7 is fair. Because if 5 is just mid, and 10 is like, I would play it again and again, I'll probably get it like a 7. Mm-hmm. You did all of them, and some of them, you loved some of them a lot. You're just used to doing side quests. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I know a lot of people that are doing every single one, and I think a lot of people have said it's good to do them, but I got a bit overwhelmed with it. People getting fed up with side quests seems fairly common from discussions. Yeah. I think I've heard quite a bit of that. But you know, it's a fair critique, I think. Like, nobody has said, oh, the game was like really boring. Nobody said it was like not challenging enough because they had different modes. Leveling system was fine. Upgrade system was fine. Really easy to learn. Pretty straightforward, I think. Gear and picking up different upgrades was fine. Like, I almost made it to the max level with pretty minimal grinding. I think I was level like 40 something by the end of it. The game was so relentlessly bleak. Given that this dev team gave us that line from Hitler at the end, it's been a gripping tale with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. The gear felt kind of pointless. Why do you think that? I think we upgraded at a fairly decent pace. Like, it was pretty, like, okay, if you go visit the blacksmith every little bit, you can get, I don't know, pretty decent gear for where you are. Yeah, agreed, Genji. 16 needed companions who could talk and interact with Clive. 15 did a lot of things wrong, but hanging with the boys was a 10 out of 10. You like the boy band? Nothing special. Did you want something special? The crafting system was, I mean, it was simple and straightforward, and to me that's fine. It doesn't need to be overly complicated, in my opinion. You love the boy band? That's cute. I appreciate your honesty with that. Oh, man. But overall, good game. I had fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I would say I did too, Cade. I would say I did too. This was the first game in a very, very long time that I played on launch. Usually I catch up to games like years later. So it was really fun to do. You like the cup noodles? So what should we play next? Do you think we should do Final Fantasy VII? I have to buy it and download it, but do you think you want to do Final Fantasy VII? There's like a full spreadsheet on what we can play. You didn't expect to like the 15 boys, but they grew on you. That's cute. That's cute. I'm glad. I'm like, should I play 15? Eventually. I feel like when... Okay, I know you guys tell me this a lot because I keep asking and I keep forgetting. When does the part 2 come out of this? Of Final Fantasy VII part 2? You're a hater? Why are you a hater? 2024. Okay. So I have time. So if I play it and finish it, I should be fine. It seems like a game worth getting in a sale. I would say yes. I would say yes. 7 is overrated. 7 has like a really cultic following, and like that's fine if you think that's overrated. You can form your own opinion. I don't know. I thought it was fine. I'm curious to see how it's gonna. I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Playing the original might be good since they did quite a few things different. I played the original like 10 years ago. I know roughly the story, but it's vague. I don't know, but I think most people have said the ties to the original game are quite loose, and you can play it even if you hadn't played the original. But did you enjoy it, Genji? Did you play all of it? Most people's introduction to the series. Is that bad? Why is that bad? You still want to play the OG 7 before looking at the remake? You haven't played the original game? Hidden! Get on this! But I don't know if we'll play it today, Hidden. I don't know if, how long it's going to take for me to buy and download. Yakuza. 9.5 out of 10. That's pretty high. Oh, is anybody playing the new Armored Core stuff? I heard that came out, and that had a huge following as well. How do I delete this? Let's delete that. Oh, you're playing it now. Oh, it's definitely not a game for me. Oh yeah, I am totally okay with that. What is this? I'm gonna stop. I don't know how to browse the store. All right, now we're gonna play the game of is Fizy gonna dox herself today? Oh, I do have God of War. It came with the PlayStation. It came with the PlayStation. We can do that too. I don't think it's downloaded though. Yeah, I need to play the second one. I don't really remember much of the first one though, if I'm honest. I just know it was like, I remember the ending of the first one where Dad was looking at a mural. I've seen a little bit of Yakuza, and it was like really sus. It was really sus. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, I could just buy it outright. I wanted to call him Clive. Is what's his name? Cloud really annoying in this one too? I saw someone use the Armor Core emblem tool to make a 14 Vuln stack icon. What? You don't think he's annoying? Cloud is the best? The first one was Kratos literally just yelling boy. Yeah, but Freya was really cute though. I liked Freya. I remember her. She was cute. Yeah. The translation was bad. I mean, Cloud was like really tsundere. Like, yikes. The boy needed to be yelled at. The soundtrack alone. The VA is really good. I gotta say though, when I watched, I mean, I like 7 is like not, I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of all time or anything, but when I saw like Max's reaction to like how fucking excited he was, like I was like to tears. Like he was just so like sincerely excited for this game that he was like losing his mind. All right, I'm gonna. You wish you could be that excited for stuff. I am so excited for most things. Like truly. Like I think I am also the type to get like sincerely excited about things. But they're very few. There are very few things that I get like that excited for. Like Happy Dance excited for. So, Genji, have you played 10? 10 is my favorite. It was kind of funny. He's just like such a sweet bean. I think he has a baby now too. Thoughts on 10? I feel like you would get really annoyed by Titus. It's just, you're just meh most of the time. You did get a bit hyped for Dragon's Dogma. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you get hyped. 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the best, and 9 is your favorite. Okay, I think that's the second person that said they really enjoyed 9. Titus? Okay, I'm gonna say Titus. They can fight me. Does this come with the expansion? Integrate is the DLC. Does this include does this include? Oh, this is it. This is the $70 one is the right one. Okay. Hidden, I know you don't like finishing games. I know. Computer games taught you not to get too many. Aww. That's so sad. Why is that, Leiron? Okay, I'm gonna switch this to my face and let's see if I can download this. Please enjoy. I just want to see how long this is gonna take. I am so happy I changed my screen right now. Remake and intermission? Do I have enough room for this? Let's see if I have enough data space. Okay, go away, pop up. Alright, so downloading 0%. Downloading 1%. Hell, this might take like legit an hour, so we might go do something else. I did, Dice, how you doing? You like finishing games, it's just your data got corrupted and you were too lazy when you bought the Switch? Oh no. Hell no. We're at 3%. This... What do you mean you were so worried about this taking an eternity? We're already at 4%. This is gonna take like 15 minutes. I think. This is the game, right? Like I'm not fucking dumb. I might be dumb. Time for 14 side content. It would take a max of an hour. Prof, what are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, we're already at 8%. This will be fine. I think I'm still sitting in the category of whatever game this was. 16. When can you do Gold Saucer? Are you trying to tempt me to go play 14? We're gonna play 14. I'm gonna play 14 after stream, and I'm gonna play 14 like literally all day tomorrow and Sunday. So relax, reel it in. It's okay. I mean, now might be a good time to go take my dogs out while we're waiting for this to go. It can be downloaded like download time like 4 hours and then time is done in 15. Right now it says 11%. It says 11, 12. So it's getting through. It's getting through. Tifa's really cute though. I am very productive. What do you mean? I would show you iCam, but like there's no iCam in this. If you want, you can just look at the screen though. Well, I don't dox myself here. Like you can, I guess you can kind of see. You can enjoy. I keep wanting to call him Clive. His name is not Clive. It's Cloud. I hope this doesn't have like a really hard first mission like they did in Nier, where it just demolished me. Download those earrings? What is this? Automatically revives the wearer from incapacitation? Oh, I'll download that too. Why not? I'm like, as long as... Okay. It's cute. Their names are too close. Back out and scroll right. Okay, what do we want? What do you want to get? This is what it's loading. This is free. I'll take that. What is this? Oh, it's a bunch of materia, Midgar bangle. I'm just gonna take all of that. Choosing nail polish? Listen, okay, I'm doing my nails as well. I'm doing my nails. Hopefully by like 10 p.m. tonight they'll be done. It might just like suck my cue a little bit. Hi, Ritz. My troublemaking Lala friend. How you doing? We just beat 16 and then I cried. 8 items? Oh my god. Okay, we're at 25%. We'll be done in like 10 minutes. The ending scene. Okay, when did you cry, Ritz? Did you cry when Josh died or Clive died? I felt the saddest part for me was like literally Torgal howling at the moon. Because I'm just like... Because dogs howl for like helping their... whoever find their way home. And that was like... my heart just broke right there. He wanted his owner. Sid was the best. Sid was pretty cool. I enjoyed it, MC. I think it's fun to play for the story. I think it's worth playing. Yeah, totally. If you call Red 13 Torgal. Red 13 was badass. It's probably like one of my favorite tracks in 7 is I don't know what the location's called. It is Red 13's theme, but I think it's called like Camp something. And I can't remember it. You cried the whole last hour. Oh, I'm so sorry. Cosmo Canyon, thank you. I was gonna call it, what was I gonna call it? Camp Cloud Top, and I was like, no, that is not Camp Cloud Top. That is where we're doing tribals. Cosmo Canyon, so good. All right, now might be a good time for me to walk my dogs. I'm gonna chill for a minute. Ritz, we are doing Pandemonium tomorrow. We're starting stream a bit later, but we are gonna unlock hopefully all of the rest of the Pandemoniums. Hopefully. That is the plan. But no. The answer to your question is no. I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. I just want to take my children out to pee. The little puppers out to pee real quick. Please sit back, relax, grab a snack, go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay?